I'm just going to.
Naha, ani, bojo, kinawea, bigashmanoya, yak, migoch vandam, gibejoy, monkey, and schnabek nation, gizom, zenigan, and schnabem one kibana. Migoch vandam, Jacob Womagods, be kinabage, no go. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming here this evening for another webinar featuring Anishinaabe words and phrases from the annual calendar. And thank you to Jacob for teaching us today. Alidarni Indishnakas, Kitagansi B. the Bandogos, Nishnabemwininigan Zigadangandao. I'm the manager, the Anishinaabe manager here at the Anishinaabe Nation, Ali Darnay from Garden River First Nation. The Anishinaabe Department was launched in January of 2023 to support language reclamation, documentation, and revitalization. We also work closely with Barbara Nolan, the Anishinaabe Inigan Winod, and the Enkipmajikwi Obsitong Anishinaabe, which is our language revitalization committee here at the Anishinaabe Nation. Now, Kintam Lori, Maba, Anishinaabe, and Kitang, Lori McLeod Shabagish, Kazo. All right, over to you, Lori.
Nahau, Chimigwich, Gibajaya Kinawea, Lori McLeod and Dishnakas, meanwhile, Benabe Indigo, Chiging the Winjaba, meanwhile, Nipissing de Bendagwas. I work with Ali at Anishinaabe Nation, and I am originally from Chiging, but I'm also a Nipissing band member. And I just wanted to welcome you all tonight, and we're so excited for our speaker. And if we can start with the next slide, please, Ali. Anj Badom. So, at Anishinaabe Nation, we start all of our meetings and presentations with the reciting of Ngudwe Gazit Anishinaabe. So, if you know it, I invite you to join with me in reciting, and we'll recite it together. Ngudwe Gazit Anishinaabe, one Anishinaabe family. De Benjagad gi san Anishinaabe and a king, gi bid the gon God in em and ado wadsawin. Creator placed Anishinaabe on the earth along with the gift of spirituality. Skure, nebe, ake, noden, gibid gostanan we nagadawenamong, mompish gugmagong. Here on Mother Earth there were gifts given to Anishinaabe to look after: fire, water, earth, and wind. De benjaged gimina an gitchatwa windaguk, Anishinaben wa nagdonjin ninda nijwaswe kinomadwinan. The Creator gave Anishinaabe 7 sacred gifts to guide them. They are Zagidwin, Debwewin, Manadendamowin, Nabwakawin, Dabadendiswin, Gwekwadzawin, Minwa Akadeowin. Love, truth, respect, wisdom, humility, honesty, and bravery. The Benjige Kimin Gona Dedbenwe Winagadawindawin. Creator gave us sovereignty to govern ourselves. Kamna Dendana Gabe Jawebak, Minwa Nangwa Megwa Ejawebak, Minwa Geabe Wanijawebak. We respect and honor the past, present, and the future. Nahau Chimigwech, and that's the preamble to the Anishinaabe Nation Constitution, and it was created by the elders of Manadoo and adopted by Anishinaabe Nation Grand Council in June 2011. So tonight's session is based on the Anishinaabe Nation Gizasom Zinigan. That is the calendar that we produce annually through the Anishinaabe Nation Anishinaabe Department, and its intention is to promote Anishinaabe. We just like to take a moment to recognize our artist, Anishinaabe Ms. Mesbigit. Oh my gosh. Awe, Mshikekwe, Autumn Smith, the Jaganashi knows when, a dictodemon. Magnetawan Shkungring, the Bendogze, meanwhile, Megwa Oda. Pshikekwe, Autumn Smith, is an Anishinaabe artist from the Caribou clan and a member of Magnetwan First Nation, where she lives now. And as you can see, she's a fabulous artist. She's also a wonderful language teacher. And so she currently is working for the Anishinaabe Bodwek Committee. They are hosting a language conference tomorrow morning. And if you would like to sign up for it, there's still time. All you have to do is check their Facebook page and the registration link is located there. Nahaw miigwech.
Miigwech, Lori. Nahaw I'm happy to introduce our teacher this evening. Jacob Wemmelgwans has joined us. Let me get the slides going again. He is a first language speaker of Anishinaabe, born and raised is in Doganing, South Bay. He has a strong connection with Ake and Anishinaabe. Jacob is also Potawatomi, Anishinaabe, and is well known for sharing his knowledge and understanding of our words. He's worked with Getsitchik to uncover the true meaning of our words in Anishinaabe, has also been part of the website you see there, www.namalwin.ca. It's new to Wacomican and accessible to anyone seeking to learn Anishinaabe. He's also started his second degree career in language and teaching in 2015 when he started working with the Wacomican Heritage Organization. He's also done voiceovers for APTN, Unsettled, produced by Jennifer Podebsky, a series that premiered earlier. A cast member for the play In the Name of Humanity, a collaborative creation between Debaujic Theater Group and Manifesto Poetico, and a voiceover with Mohawk Girls 25 years later with Shirley Chichu. He is the proud father of Dustin and Joshua, and he dedicates his work to the future generations. We're really happy that you're able to join us this evening for all of your contributions and the teachings that you're going to share with us. So we'll turn it over to you now. Watch Tada, Chimiwech.
Howdy. Oh, can't see myself. I normally see. Medyo pigdagwedegego. Ich bin Mann. Ich mache doch Kegises, Kedwinan. Oder man da Dagite Bagabe. It should have been an A on there. Ich mache doch Kegi, a Kedwinan. A Ke. Has to include that in there. A Kedwinan because, all our words come from Okamekwe. And I learned that with with these with all well, actually I learned them all from just by looking at these words. And so first off, it's like the eke twinan and ninatic meninatic maple tree. Sismokotobo maple sap. And I wonder if anybody has heard about why it is hard to make maple sugar now with this. It's a story about Nanabush, and he was too lazy to make it, so it made it real watery for him. So now he has to work for it. And then out to go cod. So always there's a cod on there, and that's a place, all the time. Like I've heard at home, like a porch, outside porch, Ito cod. Skote cod fireplace, And a lot of these are the cod is a place where something is, and same with this is these the cod. So I thought we were gonna be doing the ones about the Bugunegishik, and I found these like when I looked at them, never had time, but and I was thinking, oh, okay, so I'll do that then. It's easy ones. Okay, next one. So I heard this a long time ago with when I was with my uncle, and then that's what he said. Mantkike, King Zata, he said. So, and I looked all around, and where is that? And then that's when I found that it's a hardwood bush. So anywhere there's on the side of the hill or wherever gravel is, eh? So that's where these hardwood grow, eh? So Bimnagigan, it's a drill bit, they say too. Waga. So the waga is the shape. Waga kut. And again. It's also a handsaw. This chainsaw, handsaw, another one. And with the sweet saw, they used to call it Menchue Wikabichigadik. Something that you pull, it says. Eh?
Before we go forward, Jacob, could you tell us a
Yeah.
little bit more about Bhimnagagan?
Oh, Bimna, like when you do it, like that, ain't that's the old one, ain't like you have to turn the handle on it, eh? Yeah, so Bimnagegan. So and nowadays it's simple. All you use is that handle, eh? Like battery operated. Then yeah,
One of the words I've also heard for it is Bugne Bhimnagagan.
yeah, hole digger, something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, Bogone, yeah. Like that's a pretty interesting word too, Bogone, yeah. Like there's a hole like in the wall, eh? And then there's something in there, yeah, Bogone, yeah. So it's like pretty much like it's a an entity in there. It's like saying that Bogone, yeah. Like I was heard this guy talk about that, and he said it's a Makade. And I understood it to be the Higgs boson particle, eh? Like a black energy. And that's a very powerful thing, like it's tiny, real tiny, little microscopic energy, eh? Makade. So that's why we say Makadeke. So we're trying to go back to where we first, where spirits, like as energy. Makade, as a Makade, the black energy, and like before you turn to spirit, eh? Like you're all energy before that. So lots of like we can like what this guy said to me, that's like going down a rabbit hole, he said. All these words, like yeah, but like the Schnabek have like have known all of this, like forever, ever since they were set foot on this earth. And like gravitational pull is pinige we caucus what's pinige we caucus again gravitational. So like I believe this the earth is a Bogone Gishik that all filled up with like gravitational pull. And then it's all full. Now the gravity is still trying to pull in, eh? And all the suns turn to microscopic size in there, and the earths and whatever, eh? So it's all full. Then the gravitational pull on it is like what keeps us on here, like with the gravity and stuff like that. Aha, next thing will be done this evening. Pagkitegas. So this is a like a hammer itself, and then the Wumstigwad is a ball peen hammer. So I discussed this with another elder, and then You say, yeah, that's right. Kittegans is a hammer, and the Wurmstigon is a ball peen hammer. You know, the one with the round edge, the ball on at the end. Kit Kittegans, and then like a kitte is like hitte. So, and the gas is the apparatus, or and the kickhook. Kickhook is like it's a kick coke, and it comes from the ground, eh? Like the iron ore or whatever is in there, eh? And so, like when you say Ashbik, so the bik is in there, eh? And then when we say Biwa bik, that's iron, eh? So it describes the Biwa. Biwa is small particles of iron put together. Biwa bik. So that's what makes these kikok. With Ashbik, that's there's a guy that was named Changabik here, eh? So I understood that as standing rock, eh? Like Changa Bik with the Ashbik too. Because these tectonic plates they hit together, eh? And then they force this other slab of flat rock to go up like that, eh? Well, that's Changabik. So it's a standing rock. Well, that's what it says to me when we go, when people went and protest over there at Standing Rock, eh? Changavik. Kikon oh, Koksagok. So these are the barrels, like, I don't know, when we used to do this, I used to spend my March break over there in the sugar bush. And we used to hang these up about over 200 or 150 of these pails to collect the sap. And it wasn't, and then we'd fill up these koksagok, the barrels. And there was nothing easy about it at that time because we didn't have skidoos or four-wheelers like they do nowadays. And, like with all these, like the ones that they hook up, to the trees, just to sit back and then just turn the tap and then the water. So maybe, something, something will happen to that too. Like, it was too easy. But nowadays it's too easy because we really had to work for that thing. And then one barrel, we'd fill that up, and then the snow was deep at that time too. Like we had to go and collect that. So, anyways, I don't really like eating maple syrup anymore because that's all we ate. Uh, Everything we cooked with maple sap, potatoes, porridge, wash my face with it. Yeah, so and then we did have the grease, and then we'd have to fry it in the water, eh? Like slice the potatoes, slice spinach, and then everything's sweet. So and so I'll eat it though if somebody makes it, like feeds it to me, and then I'll say, because I was told never to deny, like make sure you eat what you're fed. And that's why I'm fat. People, feed me a lot. Hey, like this woman, always messaged me like when I was sick. Then, you want something to eat? Yeah, come get it. So then I go over and get it, and we gotta fatten you up again. He said, yeah. So I was in the hospital for over a couple of months anyway. So Negame Quad, the spile, the tap. And I really I didn't even know what this was till I was told by our elders that that's what they call that. And this is like the real not this new stuff they have, eh? Like and they demonstrated how it looked, eh? So it was a stick, flat stick, and then like a little strip they cut out, and then this is where the sap goes. They said, and you cut it up like this on the tree, and then you put that thing in there. They said, and then the sap just flows down it. He said, so they kind of tap it in. That's why they're negame. So negame would say to me that they tap it in, negadan. So I find these words that like real old words that bisketenagan. That's a birch bark peel for collecting the sap. Nowadays it's just a bucket, eh? And this is what they used to use long ago. And I bet you they used to have copper pots, to boil this. Because copper was pretty popular back then. And then the tinajagan for hauling the sap. And then so we have one here, like I could see it from here, like the water tower, eh? And then one of our elders called that Totobajagan. And when I used to work in the bush, my dad was telling me, don't go down that way because he said, Totoba Ode. What's that? I told him, "Eh." So then he described this as, a layer, a crust, and then another crust at the bottom. In the middle is water, running like underground stream. He says, your machine will go right down in there. He said, eh. So I never went there. So another guy did, and sure enough, it happened. I had to call an excavator to come and dig that machine out. Eh. Oh, Totoba. So that's what that means, eh? Like water in the middle. And then that's why they call that Totoba because it's a tank, eh? Totoba. Do with the D. Totoba. Yeah. So, okay, next. Toba. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah, Toba. Yeah, this is just a, container, eh? But the water tower is, the one on top, the water tower is Toto. Toba. Piatek Psanakazen. We both way in. Use the dry wood to make the fire to start it, eh? There's dry wood that always starts like better. And like we used to use green green wood, eh? Because they burn longer. And we had 3 pots. And we'd be like doing like in the evenings, like about 3 or 4 o'clock, that's when we started getting the sap. And then my dad, he would stay awake all night and boil it down. And then early in the morning, we just have maple syrup in the morning. Eh? So that's when he would finish. Then we would play all day and then start again 3 o'clock again. Same thing for 2 weeks. So, anyways, I thought that was fun at the time. Now when I look back, holy geez, that's a lot of work. But like I don't think we can get our little kids to do that. I think I was only about 10 or 11 years old when I started doing that. So nowadays they would call it slave work. You're not supposed to be treating kids like that. The CAS would be at the door. Yeah. Yeah. Bimitagan. Bimitagan. The slave. Oh, I thought I was the one that's going to turn that. Ziwagmete. So Ziwagme. It's like it comes from zikse, kind of like zikse, like it drips and then spills out. Ziwagmete. And like there's another like a fawn. It's called a zigden. And this one is born in early spring, and it doesn't have spots. But the one born in late kind of later spring is Katagakos. Katagakos. And that one has spots. That's how they can tell the difference. Is which one is born in early, and then the one that's born late. Like a regular spring, regular time. Katagakos. Uh, It's like aunts and uncles. Like your Jishin is your mother's brother, and your Mishome is your dad's brother. And then your aunties, your mom's sister is Nashin. And then your dad's sister is Jigos. So that's why, like they're not confused, when they say that. Like if I said Nashin, oh, that's his mom's sister. Or, when I say Jigos, oh, that's his dad's sister. The differences, eh? And then, the oldest, you know, female child would be Mo Jean. Mo Jean. And then Jequis would be the male, firstborn, the male, Jequis. But now they got it, like the oldest female, Jequis. The Jequis. Yeah, firstborn. Yeah.
Can you say the one for the oldest male again?
Jequis, me Jequis, me
Mm.
Jequis. I always felt, like with when I talk about people with a Z, Quis, not a S.
You're a mind reader. I have a S
Yeah.
there.
So
I'm typing them into the chat.
yeah,
I'm
I
trying
see.
to
I
type
see.
them into the chat. I didn't
Oh,
get the second term for the fawn. I couldn't.
oh,
I couldn't.
Ziegden. Wait, I could type that.
Yeah, I put the one with no spots, so I got the Ziegden, but I missed the second one,
Oh,
the one born later with spots.
yeah. Katagakons,
We went.
the spotted fawn. So there was a guy named here, Katagakons, because he had a white mark on his cheek, eh? That's why they called him that, Katagakons. So so a spotted fawn, I guess. And there was another one there, Ziegden. That was an older man, eh? So that's why you got that name, I guess, because he was born in the spring, early spring. Oh, this is I had a chance to go last year to at the high school here, and this is what they were making. And they asked me, "Oh, what is this called?" The maple candy. And I thought of that right away. Mezue, yeah. And I tasted it and tasted good. Yeah, I actually liked it. Eh, So then this the paddle, for stirring the sap or the siogomide in the pot. It looks like a paddle, and then a paddle is a G Megan, and oar is a Jebogan. So that's like G me is paddling. G me. I think that's why they call that thing G man. Like kind of kisses the water, eh? And then we made one here like a birch bark canoe, eh? And then when we set it on the water, it was one of our younger kids that got on it, and a male and a female. The male had the G Megan, and then holy geez, I was really amazed at that boat, like when they put it in, and then this guy, just went like that one time. Holy geez, that thing just took off, eh? That was, like wow. So I bet you we could win a race, with the ones that are in Sudbury, what you call it, dragon boat race, with a boat like that. Put one in. But it takes a long time for this to make that, eh? Like that canoe. And it's still sitting at the tourist booth. So, our teachings say that we should have put that underwater, like so it doesn't dry up, drown it, and then, like put rocks on it and stuff, then leave it in there all winter. It'd be nice. Again, like take it out and then that's probably waterproof anyway. Like all this stuff is, like the black spruce, the roots that's used for stringing it up, tying it up. Uh, I helped make that too at one time. Like I was a part of that. I took this elder there, and it's, have you ever made one of those? Oh yeah, he said. I think I made 5 of them. He said, "Oh, you probably ever know every part of it, then all the parts that go into there." Yeah. So then he said every part, and I wrote it down for the people there. I wrote it down, then put the English word on it. So that was fun. So sad gishkabodo wanakazing. That's got what we are going to use. And like we I don't know how many we used to cut. We used to just bring that one big tree, like the skidder would bring that. Then we would cut it up, branches and all, eh? So nothing went to, waste, eh? So we would burn it all. We take it day by day, eh? So I think one tree would last, at least 2 boils, boiled twice, eh? Plus our cabin too. We use that in there. So we never had visitors at that time, like the wildlife. Well, maybe we were making too much noise, kids, out in the bush. Yeah, that was fun just to come to think of it. Now all I have to do is look. I don't think I could make it out there these days. Yeah, I I tried going in the bush with a chainsaw, and they were making bowls at the time, eh? So, oh, I know how to cut. I said, give me that. I said, so I walked in the bush, cut one tree, and then back to the road. And holy jeez, I think I sat there for about an hour just to recover. I thought I still had it, but no. I got it up here, but the body is not willing. Okay, next. On swe kanakas nani katkikuk. The katkik is it says it right there like a, a pail with legs. The cot on there, eh? Usually has three. These cast iron, eh? Katkik. Pail pots with legs. Three tiny ones about that big, eh? At an angle, so it doesn't tip over. Yeah, so it was very specific, like the first one is to warm it up, and then do the second one. One tam katkik, we bag misagadik these bakadabo. Well, econishin katkik, we zagadik, nenatagabo, these bakadabo. Second one is to boil it, start making that boil. And then the third, swe, kana, oh, ekon sing katkik, we gishaga misagadik, nenatago his yogamite. Third cast iron pot is to finish off the maple syrup. And this is the part that, like have to be, you have to know what you're doing, I guess, you have to keep a real good eye on that and then know when it's ready, eh? My dad didn't do that, like, didn't, he was at work somewhere and he couldn't, do the, do the maple syrup again. So then, my brother and my cousin, so they tried, so I went up with them. For the first boil, they boiled it too long, and then they made brown sugar. It pours real good, but once it cools down, then it turns to sugar. So, anyways, we used it for our porridge. On top of it being the porridge being boiled in maple sap, real sweet. I actually liked it at the time, but but it's a little too much, and too much of something is not good after a while. The only thing you can't take away from me is bologna. Bologna. Why don't my mom used to get mad at me. Why don't you buy something, like something else, something else, like some other meat? I said no. They got her bad, eating bologna every time I go to work. Um, oh, where were we? Chinjigaok, Ninatagok. Jigaok is just like leaking out, eh? Like I just heard this elder said that, I always look at the maple trees now and see if the birds are eating the sap yet. Then if they are, then I know that's when it's ready. So when it's like this past January, it was really, really cold. And this is when these maple trees, they make that cracking noise, eh? Like bashkakatuok, they say, eh? That's what actually makes the sap a lot sweeter, eh? Just like turnips. When you leave them in the ground, wait till the frost and then take them out after the first frost, and then that's when they're sweeter. Everything that freezes is a lot sweeter, so I guess I must have froze a lot. Oh, you didn't get it? I guess I must have froze a lot. That's why I'm sweet. Uh, I guess not. Okay. Putoeda. This is actually a part of Budawe Adami. Eh? Budawe Adami is a firekeeper. Eh? Takes care of fires. And then one of our elders there, he said, philosophy, he said. Eh? He explained philosophy as Budawe Adamoin. So I kind of find that, really interesting. Budawe Adamoin, like, sitting around the fire and talking. Must be that. I said. So Budawe Adamoin. Philosophy. Nishnawbe philosophy, I guess. So this guy, he has all kinds of these words, and it's up to me to figure it out what they mean, eh? Then I do ask him, is this what you said? Yeah, he said. So just by listening to him and like the way he talks and what he talks about, that's when I can figure out what the word means, the word I don't really understand. Like that one, Budawe Atamoin. What is that? So then talking around the fire, and it's kind of like talking about all our Anishinaabe ways. Yeah, he said, our philosophies. He said, oh, okay. Yeah.
Might want to check my spelling in the chat.
Yeah, and it's a glottal after the E. Budawe
Okay.
Atamoin.
I can't edit it, but I will put one in and retype it down here.
Wait,
Like
I'll do it
this.
for you.
Uh-huh. I might have done it right the next time, but go ahead.
Okay, you don't really need the D on there.
All
It's real.
right. I'll
It's
leave it
real.
with you.
It's a real tiny these letters on here.
You got it. We
Yeah.
see it now.
Yeah.
At
Okay.
least I'll throw it out there to everybody else because this was just to the hosts and panelists. But there, now we got it. We got.
Yeah. So what else we got? Tashaga an Budawe Sun. Tashaga an. Don't split the fire. This is like a command. And like in the wintertime, like when I used to like these trees, they used to bring like without the knots because they would split a lot easier. But with the knots, then harder, eh? So and my dad, he liked those ones. And then he called them kosak. Kosak. So that means it's got a lump on the side, eh? Kosak. But they burn a lot longer, eh? That's why he liked them, so he doesn't have to like take care, like put a whole bunch of wood in there. Uh, And then there's also these ones that are twisted, eh? Bimskoge. They say that Bimskoge, those things are really hard to split. But in the winter time, when it's freezing, they'll split just like that, eh? When the one with the pukosak with the big lump on the sides, or these ones that have the limbs on it, eh? They'll split real good. Oh, gazibigin and da, nega me kwanesan. Wash the spiles and the taps. Yeah, we always did that, like before we got started, and like the copper pots, you have to wash them too. Because we just used to leave them out there, eh, in the sugar bush. So they needed cleaning. I think pretty sure the wildlife came and, licked them too. Uh, so we did have like a little shack in the back, eh? Like a barn. Used to be a barn, so that's where we had those, and we didn't have the horses. Godok nega me kone san kagu tunanen. We'll hang 100 spiles. So yeah, at first it's like it gets hard, like it was hard doing this at first, but the payoff is really good. Well, hanging 100 of these, like then you go get the pails after, or I was always the one that was going back and forth and bringing these pails so my brother and my cousin could hang those on there. It was the Pimitagan, the slave. And so, okay, next one. So, any questions yet?
I have a question. I've
Yeah,
been looking for this word for a while now, and since you said you enjoy old words,
yeah,
um, I am looking for the word for niter. You know that all those minerals that are left over after the boil that
yeah.
we used to give to the kids because it was just so full of minerals and other vitamins. So in English, they
Well,
call it niter.
well, that must be that Mezue, huh? Yeah, that's where they got that. Like the last of, like scrape the bottom of it, the the pot, and then they put that in the, just on the snow or like on a piece of slab, eh? So then and then they just go back and forth with that, eh? Like a taffy kind of thing.
Mm. What I'm talking about is really gritty.
Yeah, that's that Mizway. That's the one I had over at the high school with the kids, eh? Like it's like let's say I don't know, Comet, but it's sweet, like the one you scrub with the sink. Yeah, gritty, real gritty, but like it melts once you put it in your mouth. Yeah. Speaking of that cut pickle, so we did wash these pots after we like after we were done with them and with the cast iron, and like being real careful, because these were brittle, and if you drop them on something hard, a hard surface, they will crack. Then they're no good anymore. Ah. So Nishnabé gisagat and Nishnabé mun gisagat the languages they. Oh, okay. Gabagonebo na nenatik katun das negamekwat. I will drill the maple tree and you put in the spile, the tap. Yeah, bogone, buna. Buna would be the like drilling part of it, eh? And the hole, bogone. And then tick. And then katun, like we put that in dash, and then negamek one. Not more shit. Shigugya. Yeah, that's what they said, like kajigugeme. That means like put the taps in and hang up the pot the pails. Oh, anyway, so it explains all of them, eh? Like it doesn't say nega me kwan kato nanen, kikon sakawo nananek. There's just one word, describing that. Shigugeme. Shigugea. Gago nak kikon sak. Yeah. So anyway, so it's Babito da. We moshkanevik. Sees a bokadabu. Let's wait until they are full of sap. moshkane, and then the beak, it's the water, the sap part. Oh, sap. Oh, there's the part I didn't like. Kadagi auzabi. Go and get the sap collected and poured in that koksak. Yeah, okay. Like walking away with the pails in my hand. I think that's why, like kids nowadays, they walk like that. Real, like they have real long arms with their head down. And that's the way I look too. But actually, I was actually carrying pails, walking away towards the sugar bush where these sap was. Fill up the barrel. Most cannabis. Wah, cook suck. Yeah, Ashtoabwid. Pour one container, pour to the other. Yeah, this is what they do. Like when the sap starts boiling in the fire. So they come, the third one where you warm it up, they put it in the middle one where it's boiled, and then after it's boiled for a while, then they put it in the third pot. Like so to be the finished product. And a lot of this is very, very sweet once they're boiled, eh? So I was talking to this person, like over here, and last year we went there, with the kids, eh? So then he asked me, "Are you gonna bring kids again?" Yeah, I will. I said. So anyways, it's a big thing here, like to take the kids out there, go see how it's done. And the big treat is that mesoya, the sap. I mean the candy. Um, yeah, I was make it for them anyway. Okay. As those igen nu is bokada och det ska gå minst katkekong. Pour maple sap into the cast iron pot. This is the where you pour it into the finishing product. Like it's boiled in copper, and then the last one is the cast iron because like cast iron will stand a lot more heat, so, and the copper will add more nutrients to the the, sh- the, the sap maple syrup. So that's why it's kind of medicinal because of the copper. Abdekwi ashtoziganan we ziogmete. You have to pour that maple syrup into another container. And daji yan we. So with that daji ganatic, uh, that's what you use, like then after a while you start licking that paddle. Mm. Bagamisekwe, bagamide. Bagamisekwe is like uh not really boiling, but like heating up the sap, eh? And then bagamide. Bagamide is boiling.
Jacob, do we have different words for different boils? Like, like a rolling boil or a gentle boil?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So zekwe is for like for the small little boil. Zekwe. And then like a real fast boil is abu dagama zekwe. Like it's like it's churning up. but down like that. And this is what happens with that, like the cut kicking, like when you're doing the finished product, like you have to keep that hot, just to get rid of a lot of the vapors in there, a lot of water vapors that really all the all the sugary stuff stays. Abus abus agamasekwe. And I forget the other one. Like when it's starting to boil, when you see the bubbles coming up. Bogashibikte. No, it's not Bogashibikte. It's Bogashibikte is the ladder that comes out when all on the side. Like I don't know why it does that. Bogashibikte is like the ladder that comes out to the sides. Like when it's about to boil. Maybe it's separating the things that were not supposed to be in there or something like that. Yeah. Cool. Anything else?
Did we cover all these ones?
What's that?
Did we do all these ones? Like 45?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Shitoda Mezwaya. Let's make maple sugar candy. Yeah, that's what they call it. Mezwaya. Kbegi shik chitam gatui skagamidik. Skagamisagadek, whereas he's wakadobo. Takes all day to boil down the sap, make the syrup. Aptimim de get basagogame. Basagogame is sticky and like like stew. Sticky stew. Must be because it's everything that's sugary is sticky. Can't you match that with me now? Yeah, like what I always said. Why me? Where my I thought I was on vacation. March break. Never failed. Every March break, that's where we'd be. But it's healthy. I'm be more be babaga. Quick chicken. Yeah, so be babaga and quick chicken. Two words I heard for pancake.
What's the difference between the two?
Nothing. Like be babaga is just describes the thinness of it, eh? And then the chicken is the ones you turn over with the spatula or the egg turner or whatever you have. Yeah, so okay, go
There
not
we
we
go.
wait them. Question time.
That's right. I see Marcy also posted it into the chat there. So if there are any questions, please raise your hand or put your question in the chat. Thanks to Lori for asking those couple questions. If I was going to ask a question, it would be like, tell me more about that story. In the beginning, you mentioned Nana Bush and maple syrup, why it has to be hard now.
Yeah. So, anyways, I forgot all these tales my grandfather told me. I did listen to him about these, and the only one I remember is about how the red willow came to be, why it's medicinal. And he did have a lot of stories, but I just can't seem to remember. But like when I when I'm out and about to do something, then it comes to me like, that's what he meant. But I don't remember what he said or did. But it just comes to me like that, eh? Oh, that's what he meant. I say that to myself. Oh, mi naga to. Oh, I know something stuck, but I don't remember what.
Jacob, Paul has a question in the chat. Are you able to
Yeah.
see?
Hmm. Yeah. Bigusigan is we use that for candle, the wax. Yeah, Bigusigan.
I thought it was going to be like chewing gum.
Yeah, Bigu. Yeah, Bigu is gum. So so it's not like that Bigusigan is wax, eh? It's not the same as earwax. Yeah. Earwax is skittegum. Skittegum. I'll write it down in the chat.
Hey, so we have another comment in the chat. Not language questions, but how does the sap not absorb into the wood spile? Is there an ideal wood to use?
Well, like it's always been like the maple itself. Maple spiles. That's what we used anyway, and so it never absorbed like absorbed the sap. Like it if it wasn't maple, like the sap wouldn't come out, eh? Like the maple trees, eh? So it's logical to use maple. Yeah.
All right, I don't know if we have any hands going up, but I'm not seeing any more questions or comments in the chat here. Um, we can wait another, say, minute or so, because sometimes there's a little bit of a delay, but if there's not going to be any further questions, then we will wrap things up this evening.
Mhm.
We'll say, of course, oh, do you ever try boiling in birch with hot rocks? Have you heard of
No,
that
I
one?
never. Yeah, I don't think like birds should be like they say do it in the fall, but I'm kind of against that doing in the fall because they need the water to survive the winter, eh? So maybe if you do it like with maple also, and like do it at that time. That way they'll have all summer to get the water back, eh? So I've heard of that, boiling with rocks, eh? And so obviously that would be like minerals in there too, eh? Like they used to give us a rock to chew on, eh? And it was real brittle. It was about that size, eh? And it was black. And it was real brittle. So, and now I realized that, there was a lot of nutrients in there, eh? So that's why they gave us those, just chew on. But we never ate them, eh? Like so. Like I said, like my the Shabak were real smart then. They knew what to do. Maybe it's just like with the words, like what I'm finding out is like just look at the words and you'll find out what's going on. And like I went to all these ceremonies, the Midewin, Sundance, Rain Dance, and the traditional. I helped with all of them from the ground up. Then I read the Bible. Then I read The Secret, all 7 books, I believe. And then now I listen to quantum physics and metaphysics. But then they all talk about the same thing, just using different words. Metaphysics and quantum physics, they just use scientific words. And we do have them also. Like if I listen to this elder, a lot more, I could find more words, that talks about our universe. And he does have one for universe. No way, no way, ying. No way, ying. That's a universe, eh? Like it talks about vibration, eh? Then like I listen to like knowing, knowing the way we sound, and then that's what he called the universe, knowing. Like it's all vibration. I was listening to a sport, not sport, a science video under, and that's what they said. The universe is all put together with vibrations and energy, black energy. Uh, so we're all put together like that. They said, you know, and then like with that vibration is no air, and then sometimes they will say Nangabi one, like this is the one that's Nangabi one, and then this is Ningabi, not to be confused with the east, eh? That one is Ninagabi. This one is Ningabi. Well, they're spelled the same, but it's a little bit difference in there.
Is that more like a frequency? Like
Yeah.
when
Well, like if you've seen a heart monitor, eh? Well, that's the heart, eh? And then this one, when the heart is, like not feeling good, eh? That's Ningabi. Well, I like listening to the elders when they talk. So you kind of have to like try to think of what they're talking about. And they're just not, like telling a story. They're also explaining, scientifically what that story is, what it's about, because of our words, eh? Because our words have a lot of meaning, not just, like a simple translation. Like I heard about Thunderbird, and this elder told me that the old way of saying that is not kose. But what about this we have here? Like Nimki Bineshi. That's literal, he said. Eh? The old way of saying it is not kose. So, but I wasn't satisfied, so I asked around, and then I asked this guy, like you've been around a lot, like with the Powell groups and like talking to elders, and then I asked him, have you ever heard of that? Notkose or Thunderbird. And he said, yeah. He said, like that, eh? Yeah. Like as if, like, yeah. So he said, we were actually taught a song, and that word is in there, Notkose. And that's what he called this song. It's the Thunderbird song, he said, eh? It's a Notkose. Yeah. So it's almost like a very similar word with the Notkonese, like igniting a fire, eh? Like so Notkonese, it's fire ignited. We always say that about people that get real angry real fast. Notkonese, like a fiery angry. So instant, maybe. But one thing, like I'd like to know is like how I think, like spontaneous combustion, would be babagotamskanese, spontaneous combustion. So, well, some of these, yeah. See that nese is in there, like notkonese, light a fire, fire ignited, and fire needs oxygen. It needs to breathe. That nese is breathing. Even I don't know. Most people have heard me talk about the thunder beings, like with the continuous lightning. It's abdaskone se nimki. That means continuous lighting. And I told the elders that I say it a little bit differently. And he asked me, what do you say? I said, abdashe se nimki. That means the same thing. I said, but what's the difference then? Well, the difference is, abdaskone se. It talks about the thunder beings breathing down. Nese, with the lightning rod. And then the other one is Abda Jesse. So Jesse is walking backwards. And I told him that the lightning rod comes from the ground, then goes up to the sky. It does that so fast that we think it's coming down. And this is what found. I found these words out, and that was maybe over 10 years ago. So I did look at the science page, and then that's when it did say that verified what I had to say. So then it says, like the scientists have only found out about this 25 years ago. But it's been 35 years now since I learned that, eh? So I was talked about that one all the time, eh? Then I finally was told, why don't you find some more words? Don't be a one-trick pony. I did. And yeah, then I found lots.
I have a
Mm.
question then, Jacob.
Yeah.
In Chiging, we have a practice where we um, prepare the Thunderbird bundles and post them on our houses. Do you know what
Mm.
those bundles were called?
No.
No.
Skapachiganan, that's the bundle is just a skapachigan, eh? That's what they say around here. Like, we don't go skapachigan, bring your bundle. But with feast bundle, they say differently. We sni nakaswinan. Just a two. I get a drink. Yeah, skapachigan.
I'm trying to type what you're saying into the chat there. So
Mm.
I may be off. Forgive me.
Yeah. So this is like I got better at this, like when I would ask somebody to speak to our in the workshop, and then you could speak in Slavewan, so I'll write it down. So then I had to write it down in the Slavewan and then translate it same time, like. And I'm not a typer. I'm a one finger typer. But everybody got the gist of it, like what he was saying. I still do that. But I'm getting good at, like typing with that one finger, two fingers, I guess, on both hands. So, but sometimes I do make a mistake also because, like it's too fast, trying to catch up with the speaker and what they said. So I do have a lot of these, and maybe I'll make a. They wanted me to do one at the language conference, but I declined. I told them I haven't done this in a long time. So, because I'm not teaching it anymore. I'm office worker, which I don't like. I have to sit there and in the office, and I can't like be teaching out there. But
Well, we're always happy to have you join us,
oh
to
yeah,
have you share your knowledge.
yeah,
So if you want to get ready for another presentation, just let us know.
yeah. So I got these. An elder got mad at me, not mad, but like spoke to me with a stern voice because I called him knowledge keeper, and then he said, "I don't keep our language; I share it." Oh. Then you're a knowledge carrier, I said. Yeah, that sounds better, he said. But now I've been calling them knowledge carriers. So, so maybe you guys could start doing that too, just in case you get an elder like the one I did. Uh, Knowledge carrier sounds a lot better. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
we do have one more question in here, and it's can Jacob
yeah.
tell us a story so we can hear the rhythm and the cadence of the language? So can you share a short story with us before we wrap up for this evening?
Okay, could you tell me what cadence means?
Just oh, I'm not even gonna try. Lori, help me out. Cadence.
Just the rhythm of the language as you would
Oh,
naturally speak.
okay. I could talk about myself, which is my favorite subject. Ning given cho ba to ganing mi da ga ko ganing go ning ki web ne tok mak pe sang dak na gidzi mak na gibe ko ganing go me show mis mi nan no mis up to we ning ginag de me go we ning go gi ke no ma go we ning go se ma dzia ke nang go te ge go ni wo se mi kama kai go gi ken zi no ni we na ni che gi ke no ma go we we si go gi ken da ni go gi shi ta go we go ni manda we ne win kosh kama be ba ma dzowin ma pigit kamik nango pe mi ya pe mit ni si amanda ni be ba ma dzowin mi we ne ga ke no mo yot ap che shum ma mi kwendam nango wa api che po ma kwend makana we na ma kwend ma goko chu de skwang denap we ni ka se ken ma we katabatamot mi no nango e ne sho e bsia Winnie nakasi anangoe katabattamat awapataguni mignait bebesik ni kinomato nan gi kedoten sagi kokna misuagi ukke kundenen mo iningwe vegasuni tabasamot naho on the melody natural yes natural sound so my
Yeah.
language is Budayatmi, Ojibwe, and Nadawa all mixed together, which makes it very unique. Hmm. And when I listen to Budayatmi, I can barely understand, the true Budayatmi thing down in Wisconsin area. Well, that is where my family came from. My grandmother said she walked from Wisconsin. And what she called that was winch sing, the grass, little grass, she said. Oh, okay.
Wow. We just want to say Chimigwech once again. We really appreciate the contribution you made to the calendar and joining us this evening for the webinar and sharing all this great knowledge and language with us. We do appreciate your time, and those of you who have joined us this evening. We will have another session next month, Vocal Gamagisis, with Mary Blakely, who's been working with the Anishinaabe Bodaway Committee. Follow us on Facebook. We're still confirming that date, likely to be April the 7th. Have any questions? You can always reach out to myself, Ali Darnay, or to Lori McLeod-Trepagishik. We're happy to connect, and we look forward to seeing everyone again. Now, to
Miigwech.
Jacob.
Yeah, when hey, hang on.
Eh,
When Lori used to message me like and ask me for words, like to translate or what does that mean? And I did send it to her. Then I heard she was in Little Cartier. So I went over there. Then like the one that was greeting, I mean Jacob. And then I just walked by. Then I seen her son over there, Falcon. Then I asked her, "Where's your mom?" I said, and she points to where the greeter, and that was her. I didn't even recognize her. Oh, it's you. I said, so that's how, we met in person at that time, first meet.
Jacob's so
Uh,
kind. He didn't even know me, and he was always answering my questions. I would send him lots of questions by Facebook and that, and he's so generous with his knowledge that he would always share. He always shares with me. Chimigwech, Jacob, I really appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah, no problem.
Chimigwech.